questions about life. It can feel overwhelming with all the changes happening around us, like the pandemic and global economic shifts. Our traditional family values have been tested and strained. But don't worry, we have the practical answers you need for complex issues, whether it's about relationships or social problems. Join us for a comforting and informative session of Let's Talk Life with Dr. Willie J, where you can find trustworthy answers from a reliable source.
Today, get excited to join Dr. Willie J as he shares practical wisdom and life experiences with you. Dr. J understands the importance of opening your mind and preparing your heart to receive his teachings. Spread the word and let everyone know that Dr. Willie J is about to come on. Tag someone, share the news, call someone. Make sure everyone knows that something amazing is about to happen.
Hey, come on, give yourself a hand. Give yourself a hand. You're right now at the right place, at the right time, speaking to the right man, because I'm speaking to the right person. That's you out there. Look at him. Welcome. This is my first show. This is Let's Talk Life with Dr. Willie J. I give my perspective on a lot of things, because you have your perspective on a lot of things too. For one thing, I would like to let you all know, I'm not always right, but I'm not always wrong neither. But the thing is, we go through life together, because as long as you are here, we need each other. I need you, you need me. I hear people say, I don't need nobody. Yes, you do. You do need somebody. You need somebody to help you. When you get old, you're going to need somebody to help you walk across the streets. When you hurt, you're going to need somebody to help you put your shoes on. I hear so many women say, I don't need no man. But you keep thinking about one from time to time. That's life. We have life situations. We have, Lord have mercy. We have so many things in life that we have to go through. We have challenges. We have things that we're going to be able to accomplish. We have things that we're going to fail trying to accomplish the things that we want to be successful with. It's called life. And one thing about life, it's going to have its own trials and its own tribulations. Even much when we speaking through the word of God, he said, long suffering. You're going to have some good days. You're going to have some bad days. That's what you're going to have. The only time when you're not going to have them is when you're out of here, when you're dead and gone. So I'd rather do some things among the living. I help people out. See, let me tell you something. People always say, well, they will ask you, you need some help? For one thing, if I have to ask you, do you need help? Really from the inside, I really don't want to help you. I'm just going through the steps, going through the movements, going through the actions of just saying, man, do you need some help? That's with your friends and stuff like that. But some people that you go see, you go ask them because you don't know how people are. You don't know what they're going through at that time. So you approach people in a different way. It's the way that you hold your grounds. It's the way that you deal with life yourself. So, man, this is what the show gonna be about. The show gonna be about giving a perspective on different things of life. We're gonna have this is the first segment, like I said, we're gonna have other segments. I would like to give a shout out to Bishop Jackson, that's over everything, a man of wisdom. He be hitting me upside my head. I don't care. It feels good to have somebody that you can respect. Because without people that you can respect, that means you have lost the life part of learning. because I'd rather have someone that cares about me enough to tell me what's right when I'm doing right and when I'm doing wrong. So I give him a shout out. He's the head man in charge. I know y'all know what y'all want to say. He's the HN, but I can't say that. It's still, like I say, it's my first show. I don't know if I'm gonna make the part 2, but I know part 1 is about life. It's about your perspective. It's about how you live, how you go wake up, what you go do. You got to have something. You got to have something that you want to achieve each day. You got to have things in life that you want to see that will change somebody else's life. I want to see somebody else's life change when I do things for them. Because I'm always doing a life-changing situation. That used to be my thing. I used to say that, man, the greatest job it is to change lives. And God gave me that. And how I've been able to do that is that I help people out. I do plumbing for people. I go and fix their house and stuff like that. I sit down and listen to them. I minister to them, and they sit back and we talk and we exchange things together. And whether you know it or not, it do something for you and it do something in your life. So I'm grateful to my high power, to Jesus, to God. That's my high power. I don't know yours. That's your thing. But me, that's the one who I'm going to serve. Because when I was going through a lot of my trials and tribulations, that's the name who I called on. That's the one who I went to. Plus, I went to my wife. Plus, I went to some of my friends who I respected. Because you can get wrong counsel from the wrong person. I had an old guy, he used to always tell me, man, I wouldn't do that in my house. Man, I wouldn't get this. I wouldn't do that. And I just sat down there and I thought about it. I said, this joker staying in a rooming house. But he gonna tell you how to run your house, and he stays in a rooming house. So some people, they can let their guard down. They can let their ear just hear anything. And that anything would be wrong counsel. But I try to give out right counsel. And within me giving out right counsel, that means I have to be counseled to. So I'm happy and grateful to be able to be counseled to. I like when people give me their perspective about situations, about life, about death, about money, about just walking around dealing with the things of this world. Because the world is wicked. But it don't have to be wicked in your part of your world, because I believe if you bring something positive, if you bring something true to what you do, you won't be so broken. I had to find peace. So I try to release the peace that I know that got me to that position of having peace. But I still have to go to someone to obtain knowledge in order for me to have more peace. Because it just don't stop. Your life just don't stop. When I got my beard just didn't come up gray all of a sudden. My beard, it was black. It was pretty. It was long. I used to floss it from one side to the other side. Then I started seeing spots. Then I started seeing it getting gray and grayer and grayer, and now it's gray. And one while I used to deal with the was that dark and lovely, just for men's, trying to make myself be something what I'm really not. That life and experience has a way of changing you. And it have changed me in so many different ways. First of all, it gives me a humbleness. I could be humble, but I can also be grateful. I could be submissive, but I don't have to stay in a spot where I'm letting people run over me, because that's not me. I want to be able to stand my ground. And that's what I do. I would like to just show you in and talk to you in different experiences of how to deal with life and deal with life situations. Me, myself, I've went through a lot of different experiences. I done been pronounced dead 3 times. First time I got shocked by a leg twisted. The second time I in a car accident, and third time I at the hospital died on the table. But God got a job for me to do, and I'm still trying to find out what's my job, what's my duty. It's not. I'm not. People always say the will of God. We already know what the will is. But me, I'm searching for the plan. I'm searching for the plan of God, because God got a plan for me. And that plan is to deal with different parts of life. That plan gives me different situations that I got to be in, that I got to come out of. That plan, he planned for me to wake up this morning. So, hey, I'm here. He planned, if it's his plan, I'll go to sleep tonight. If it's his plan, because I done stayed up all night long. So, this is the journeys that we go walk through. We go walk through this plan together. We go learn together. I'm going to give you my email address and everything, and I want you to come by the hospital, the church of the hospital right here off of Arlington Expressway. Get you some food that you haven't got before, because I really think that the food here is seasoned, and when food is seasoned, that means it took time for it to be prepared. And when it takes time for it to be prepared, it tastes good. Sometimes it's going to be hot. Sometimes it's going to be cold. But hey, at least you got a good meal of food. Hey, come on, now give yourself a hand on that right there. Give yourself a hand on that right there, because no matter what you're going through, you is somebody. And you are worth it. You worth everything. You always doing things for other people, but what about you doing things for you? How do you take care of yourself? Is you eating right? Is you walking? Do you stand up like a real person supposed to stand up, as they say, like a real man, like a real woman? Hold your head up. You are somebody. You are somebody. But you have to look at yourself like that. You have to retrain your mind for you to love you, because ain't nobody gonna love you like you do. God done already done that. He done already gave you his love. It's in you. But you have to find it out more and more. You have to find out how much you being loved. How much love can you give? We look at that part of the scripture when he said, love your neighbors as it is you love yourself. Man, whether you know it or not, that's a real hard scripture for you to love somebody. Because sometimes you can lose your own identity by loving somebody else more than you love yourself. And that wasn't the calling of your life. You're supposed to love yourself. Love your family. Love the things that you do. Bring some peace to yourself. You got to do that. I run across people. I have people that I know that I run across. They never have nothing good to say. From the time you start talking to them until you leave them, everything always negative. I have an old friend of mine, he's been a friend for many years. Hey, bro, how you doing, man? Man, let me tell you something, man. My feet been hurting. My back been hurting. My neck been hurting, man. The dog done ran away, they done ran over the trash can. And I mean, from the whole time of the whole conversation, he always saying everything of what's happening bad. But what about the good things? The good things don't have to be real highly and majestic thing. The good thing is this right here. You woke up this morning. The good thing, you're breathing. The good thing, you still remembering some good things, even the bad things that you remember, because you got to remember the bad things in order for you to be conscious about the good things. So I be grateful even much about that. I'm happy that the sun is shining. Sometimes I'm happy when it be raining and storming outside, because that's one thing that I cannot change. But I can change how it affects me. Don't let you come in the presence of other people and they change your attitude. You be in the presence of people, you came in happy, all of a sudden, because they having a bad day now, all of a sudden you treating everybody bad yourself today. You just gave them to be in charge of your life. And I refuse to let anybody be in charge of my life. I don't give nobody no opportunity to be in charge of me. Besides God. Now I give you the opportunity to help me change myself, for me to better myself, but for you to be in charge of me, no. That's how come no walls, no boundaries. I believe with the things that I'm trying to learn and I'm keeping learning with God, that all things is possible. Because I've seen him do so many miraculous things. And that's how my life is. I want to change some things in my life, but I also want to help you change some things in yours too. If we work together, we pull together, and we can make something beautiful out of this part that we call life. Because nobody know what you're going through unless you let them know. Find you someone that you can talk to. That don't, see, the hard part is to find someone that don't put your business out there in the streets. That's the hard part. Don't make everybody your friend. You have associates, but no, not your friend. Your friend, as I say, a friend closer than a brother. I'm looking for that. I've lost good friends. And it hurts for you to even let somebody else in. But I'm willing to let someone else in. I'm willing to give someone else a chance to have a piece of my heart for me to be able to say, you as a friend. You have to do that too. You have to be able to trust. Well, okay, you can say, well, trust no man. Well, it's based on what you trust them into, what you trust them on, what you trusting them to do in your life. How much did you put it in? In order for you to have a good friend, you got to show yourself of being a good friend. So that's what I try to do. But it's hard because a lot of people, they fail. They have failed to hold up the part that their mouth say. When I say I care for you, hey, I try to show you that I care for you. I just don't put it in my mouth. I show you by the things that I do. I come by, when I have something extra, I come by, I bring it there. I just give it to you. I'm not looking for you to pat me on my back and all that. No, just be grateful. And that's very hard for people to do. is to be grateful and to show that they're grateful. We have so many hours in a day, so many minutes in a day, but we have to be able to put them hours and them minutes. We have to be able to put them in right perspective for it to benefit us and for it to benefit others as well as your inner self. You have to have something that you can lay down at night and say that you accomplished something in your life. Each day, this is what we're going to do. We're going to come together. I'm going to give you my email address, Mr. Willie H. Jackson Jr. at gmail.com. I'm going to get your comment. I'm going to get your part of your perspective of what you go email me about it. We're going to bring it to the table and hopefully that we can discuss it in a manner, because the way you look at things and the way that I look at things is two different ways. I heard a man say a long time ago, and I didn't get it at first when I heard it. He asked me, say, man, how many sides of a coin? I said, it's two sides. He said, what? He said, yes. I said, yeah. He said, I don't think you're quite right about that. And I said, yes. He said, show it to me. So I pulled out a quarter and I looked, I said, see, that's heads. That's one side. That's tail. That's the other side. He said, well, you only see heads and tails, but what about the side that's holding them two together? The ring around it. That's a side. That's where you have your perspective, I have my perspective, and you have someone else's perspective. And that gives us a chance to learn together. That gives us a chance to grow together. That gives us a chance to be able to express ourselves as well as receiving the expressions and receive what someone else is expressing themselves to us. This is a show that we're going to bring some laughter to you. I might jump up and dance every now and then, because my life has not been a failure. And I don't want it to be a failure. Whenever you go out to the cemetery and you look at the headstones right there to the graveyard or the cemetery, you will see whether it's a slash or a dash, or you have a dot. From the year that you was born to the year that they put that you have deceased. You have a slash, a dash, or you have a dot. A dot means you haven't did nothing, but you was just born and you died. A slash. A slash means that you accomplished some things in your life. But a dash let them know that you have accomplished some things and you meant something to people. You have changed some people's lives. You have done something that gave somebody a minute, a second, an hour to think about you. I don't want to be on this earth for 60-something years and soon as you see me buried and gone, that's the last time that you think of me. I want to be able to leave an inheritance. The inheritance that was meant for us to leave is the inheritance of love, peace, understanding. The inheritance of that I'm teaching you how to do the things that I've learned in life about plumbing. I don't mind teaching somebody how to do plumbing. I don't mind teaching somebody how to do electricity. I don't mind teaching somebody how to paint. I don't mind teaching somebody how to do the floors, because I had to have someone to take out the time to think that I was worthy enough to teach me the right way. Because some people will only teach you enough just for you to do, but not for you to be able to accomplish more in that area that you need to accomplish. Everyone that just started doing floors, they're part of a floor that you won't have in that one little segment of you doing that floor, because it's different. The house is different. The foundation is different. The room size is different. The corners is different. It looks like it's the same, but it's not. And that's just like our life. I want to be able to let you see a different side of my life and teach me the side of your life, that when we come together, we could pull together, we could be stronger, and we could help someone else come up out of what they're going through. That's what this show is about. I want to hear from you. I want you to email me, text me, whatever it takes, for you to be able to give an expression of something that you have on your mind, that you have on your heart. Because it is a balance of life that we all have to go through each day. It is a balance of just trying to stand and to be able to, for you to be able to recognize who you are yourself. I don't want you to lose your identity. I want you to gain your identity of how you're supposed to be when you wake up in the morning. I want you to look in that mirror and say, I am somebody. I want you to look in that mirror and say, look in here. Look, my body may look like on Rodney Dangerfield, but one day I'm going to have a body like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And you work at it. You walk. You move. You look at yourself to be a lot different than what you've been through. Because if you know my story, and if I knew your story, we would look at each other totally different. Because the footsteps that I have left footprints in the sand, you cannot feel them. And I cannot feel your footprints in the sand that you have left there. Because your testimony is yours. My life history is mine. But we can come together and we can teach someone else about what we went through, what we going through, and how to handle where we come from. Because, hey, we never know where we going at. Might be going up, might be going down. And one thing about it, I'm not gonna let anyone hold me down because they have a heaven or a hell. They don't have it. Only one do. I am Dr. Willie J. And this right here is my perspective on life, and I would like you to help me teach someone else about life, about love, about defeat, about success, about having a life better than what they're having right now. So hey, let's leave out on a good note. Let's leave out on the right note. I love you, and I hope that you love yourself too. And no matter what you're going through, remember, you are in charge of your life. Give God some time. Amen.
We really hope that you enjoyed listening to this broadcast. If something was said that had a huge impact on you, or if you connected with us and have any ideas or thoughts to share, please feel free to email us at tinjacksonville@gmail.com. It's a simple process that can change your life. Have an amazing day, and don't forget to tune in next week for another powerful message.
Questions about life. It can feel overwhelming with all the changes happening around us, like the pandemic and global economic shifts. Our traditional family values have been tested and strained. But don't worry, we have the practical answers you need for complex issues, whether it's about relationships or social problems. Join us for a comforting and informative session of Let's Talk Life with Dr. Willie J, where you can find trustworthy answers from a reliable source.
Welcome to the Inspired Network mobile app. To get started, simply on your iPhone or iPad, open the App Store app. Then, touch the magnifying glass labeled Search Type, the Inspired Network, in the search bar and hit Return. Look for the app and tap the Get button to download it for free. Once the download is complete, open the app by double-clicking the side button. You can also tap the Open button after installation. To access the app in the future, simply tap the app's icon on your home screen and find the app's icon. Join us now on the Inspired Network and unlock a world of inspiration.
You can definitely know for a fact that the presence of God is in this place.
The hospital church is a whole different environment, man. Like when you walk in, I promise you, I guarantee you will not leave out the same way. I promise you. Whether it's the word, praise and worship, whatever it is, I promise you won't leave out the same.
Insight when I was broken, when I didn't know which way I was going, this church helped me find my way.
Being with this church, we've encountered so many blessings that is more than we can ever imagine. Goals accomplished.
No matter where you come from, what the skin tone is, they love you. Everyone loves you. So just feel free to come here anytime you need. If you need a family, if you need a home.
Also give me somewhere I can learn and advance and keep going in my faith.
Family oriented. You wouldn't know that any of us are not related from the way we interact with each other.
We're very excited to meet you. Listen, look for us, the Mosbys. We'll be here ready to greet you.
Are you in search of a sanctuary for your precious little ones? Look no further. At Harvest Time Christian Academy, we offer the ideal haven. Our passionate team, comprised of both devoted educators and compassionate caregivers, is well-versed in both biblical teachings and academic excellence. From the tiniest cherubs to curious toddlers, we are here to deeply enrich your child's life. Reach out to us today for further details. Rest assured, we provide flexible pricing options and a daycare experience that is imbued with nothing but warmth and affection. Together, let's create a nurturing environment for your little miracles to thrive.
Step into the vibrant world of the NAACP Community Voice podcast, where passion and conversation collide every Monday night at 8 o'clock. Imagine immersing yourself in the thought-provoking discussions on the Inspired Television Network, or tuning in effortlessly via Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, and our captivating social media platforms. Circle this date on your calendar as we invite you to embark on a journey of connection and empowerment. Together, let's dive into the heart of the matters that truly resonate with our community. Get ready to ignite your voice and make a difference.
Hello, Queen. You know, someone once said life is 10% what happens to you and 90% of how you respond to it. Have you had some issues that you just maybe needed to discuss, or some things that you would want to share with someone but didn't have a place or a platform? The green room, the green room, the green room. The green room is that place where women come to share their ideas, their do's, their don'ts, their always, their nevers, their lessons learned. I'm inviting you to tune in every week to the green room. It's our place. The truth of the matter is, we all have greatness inside of us. You just need a little help to bring it out. It's me, Michelle G. Meet me in the green room.
They know how bad it can be out here, and they do nothing about it. They said they had cameras, but they never worked. They never said you wouldn't feel safe in your own apartment. If you or a loved one were assaulted at your apartment or a business, call the Daniels Law Firm at 904-432-1219. That's 904-432-1219.
Let the church say amen. K-Good Productions presents Gospel Fest 2023, featuring the Mighty Clouds of Joy. Saturday, November 18th at the Paxson Revival Center. See the Canton Spirituals. Swanee Quintet. Gospel Fest 2023. November 18th, 5 p.m. at the Patton Revival Center. 5461 Commonwealth Avenue in Jacksonville. Tickets available at Eventbrite. For info, 904-813-0085.
Are you ready to kickstart your own online show? Have you always dreamed of broadcasting to the world on Facebook? Well, Inspired Television Networks has an exciting offer just for podcasters like you. Imagine having your show recorded in our state-of-the-art studios and broadcasted to over 50 million homes worldwide. And the best part? It's available at an unbelievably low price of just $350. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So, join the revolution and become a part of our network today. Don't wait. Give us a call now because we're actively seeking new programs.